Hi, WMS families. My name is Julie Woods. I am your student's 8th grade ELA teacher. So we cover reading and writing, and we have a lot of work to do this year. It's been a crazy couple of years. This page just tells you a little bit more about myself. This is my family. I have 2 sons in college. I have a daughter who's a junior in high school. This is my third take on this video, and I'm trying to cut it down from 9 minutes. No one needs to watch a 9-minute video of me. So I'm going to go through things, but I'm also not going to read everything on each slide. I'm just going to show you where the information is, and you are welcome to email me with questions if it's not completely understandable for you. Okay, our focus standards. We have a lot of work to do, as I said. We will read a lot of books. We're starting book clubs right now. Actually, they're looking at books this week, and we'll get them into a book by the end of the week with other students in their class period. And reading and writing are going to go together. We'll be doing literary analysis, and my goal is really to get them ready for high school. And I know they haven't had a ton of middle school experience with our last year and a half. So we will focus on really strong paragraphs, topic sentences, evidence to support, embedding citations into their paragraphs, and hopefully finding that love of reading that some of them are still looking for. There shouldn't be a lot of homework. You can read through this slide. They do need to read every day in order to keep up and be able to have things accomplished for that. But outside of that, if they are working diligently in class and staying on task, they should not have outside ELA work for the most part. There are some exceptions. Grading is the exact same as what you'll see in 8th grade science this year. I know the scale looks a little wonky. Here's what I want you to focus on is your student getting 3s. That's my goal for them. I want them to meet the 8th grade standard. And if they're not, I want to work hard to get them there. And if they're already there, push them a little bit to see how we can extend their learning. This just tells you information on the 0% of daily work goes toward their academic grade because I'm grading just on that standard, which will come from assessments, projects, reading responses. And they will show evidence of meeting standard. They can redo things, but the daily work is just as important as the performance tasks that they will do because that is how they get to that standard. Again, this explains what the rubric will look like. 3s should be, there should be a lot of 3s. Students should get to that 3. However, 4s are rare. Certain standards really offer themselves to 4s. Others, if they're just not there yet with their skill of writing, then there won't be a ton of 4s on some standards, and that is okay. 3s are goal. 4s will push those that are already at 3s to 4s if we can. Schoology tips, everything's organized by a weekly folder. All assignments should be in there, upcoming assignments, and then this is what grades look like, and this explains if an assignment's been turned in and graded, if it was graded on a rubric, or if something is missing. Please look to Schoology first for updated grades and for missing assignments, whether they have been submitted or not. There are many times a student says, I've submitted it, but they really haven't, so they need to click that submit button. I would check Schoology before Skyward because there will be some delay in the Schoology grades getting into Skyward. So Schoology is your most accurate place to check grades. Biggest goal, besides getting them ready for reading and writing in high school, is encouraging your student to advocate for themselves. I do not mind at all answering parent emails, but if a student has a question about an assignment or a grade or is having a concern, I would love for them to be encouraged to email me first so that we can talk about that. And I know that there are some issues and concerns that parents have to be in on, and I completely respect that as a parent too. But there are other things that often parents email first. And I think it's a great step for your student and a great time getting ready for high school for your student to start that conversation. Best contact is right here, my email. Third period is my planning period, and then the rest of the day is pretty crazy. So if I don't have an email before third period or during third period, it's likely I won't get to it till the next day. But I do try to keep up on emails and responding in a reasonable amount of time. But this is the best way. Schoology and Skyward are not the best places to send messages. Skyward for sure is much more difficult for me to access messages from families. So if you could use my school email, that would be great. Your students are wonderful. I'm loving getting to know their names, and I'm really looking forward to a great year.